I am Bob from Climbing Hacks. In today's video we are breaking down what these professional climbers do and you don't. And I will show you how to level up your game step by step. Make sure to watch the whole video and don't forget to subscribe. When it comes to progressing in climbing, it takes a lot of training and planning, and you need to focus on technique, body conditioning, consistency and continuity, as well as paying attention to small details and mistakes in your climbing ability. If your climbing challenge is 6B or 9B, it doesn't matter. It's still battle against the crooks. But what does the professional climbers do to win the crooks and you don't? The first point is the footwork and body positioning. One of the biggest differences that the pros climb with their feet and smart body positioning, not just with their hands. They use precise footwork to maintain balance and flow, while beginners often rely too much on their pull-in with their hands and arms and forget to stand on their feet. Pros train footwork all the time to improve balance, control and efficiency. Here are some footwork tips that might change your climbing level. Most of the beginners, they stand with the bottom of the shoes, but in fact you need to use the toe for precision, and you need to use the sides of the shoes, this side and this side and this side. You use this flat spot just to do smearing. You stand on flat surfaces, but when you stand on small holes, you need to stand with this part. But when it comes to stand on flat surfaces, it's called smearing. You need to stand with the flat of the shoes. You stand like this, flat feet, and the heel, it's pointing down. This is the way how you stand on flat surfaces. There is an amazing tip on the footwork. It's trying to rotate your body over the hold. It's like this. For example, you are standing here, you do like this. You bring your hip closer to the wall and you change your direction like this. And you can move around on the wall and change your feet. When you are climbing on the wall, try always to stand on your feet. Rather than doing this, try to do this. Relax your body. Straight arms and do footwork calmly. Do not do this. Do not hit the wall. If you hit the wall, you are not doing precision footwork. You have to do a calm footwork. For example, I want to stand on this hold. I'm going to do this. Try to not make any sound with your feet. Oh, here we go. Here we go. You see, I'm moving with the toe precision. Like this. I'm not hitting the wall like this. You got it? You have to stand with the toe and precision. Do not hit the wall. If you watch this video closely, you will see how Adam Ondra opens his legs wide and stand firmly on his feet, even on a massive overhang. But hold on, doing splits like this isn't easy. This is where mobility and stretching come into a place to move like that. You need flexible hips, strong legs, and regular stretching to increase your range of motion and control on the wall. Adam Ondra is one of the most flexible climbers in the world, but that level of mobility didn't come overnight. It took him like many years, hard, consistent training to achieve this kind of level. Hips mobility is the key to stay close to the wall. You need to make sure to train your mobility and stretching, especially your hip range of motion. Why? Because more your hips can open, the closer your center of gravity stays close to the wall. That means you can stand more easily on your feet, reduce the tension on your arms, and take the weight off your hand. Make sure to follow a solid mobility stretching program and stick to it at least 3 times a week. Consistency is the key if you want to climb smoother, move better, and stay injury-free. Also, pro climbers do general body conditioning workouts to gain muscles and cardio. In a specific training, most climbers focus a lot on their fingers and their forearms. They spend hours on the hangboard and the compass board using extra weight to build the grip, the strength, and contact power needed for climbs. And of course, one of the best climbers who have amazing finger strength is Alex Megos. As a beginner, you should start by building basic pulling strength. Pull-ups are a great way to begin. Once pull-ups feel comfortable, you can move on the hangboard training. But remember, in the beginning, you are just doing static holds, not pull-ups, and definitely with no added weight. The goal is to build finger strength gradually and safely. Here is an amazing way to start practicing on the hangboard safely. Stand on your toes for support. Grip the widest hold on the board and practice slowly, opening and closing your hands. This helps strengthen your fingers and forearms without putting too much stress on your joints. This is perfect for beginners, but remember, don't train hangboard every day. Professional climbers also train their cardio endurance and vascular strength, but does that really help on the climbing? Yes, it does really help to avoid getting pumped on the long routes and tough climbs. A strong heart and efficient blood flow mean their muscle recover faster and last longer on the wall. Professional climbers do a lot of spray wall sessions for endurance training. It's not only builds stamina, but also help them recognize holds faster and develop better hand sense. This kind of training teaches them the quickly find the best grip on any type of hold, which is the key of on-sighting and finishing complex routes. If you want to progress fast in climbing, you must train at least 3 times a week. One of the most important things you can do when you are training at your local gym is to ask advanced climbers or probably your coach about the names of different holds and how to probably grip them, understanding the type of holds and how to use them. This will help you a lot when you're out on rear rock. Why? Because route reading is a huge part of sending the climb. The more you recognize the hold and body positioning inside the gym, the easier it becomes to do it outdoor. Rest is a key part of climbing performance. Your muscle need time to recover and rebuild after hard session. That means getting quality sleep, staying well hydrated, and taking important supplements like magnesium, which helps you with muscle recovery and cramp prevention. When you're climbing outdoor, especially on long trips where you camp for a week or more, you have to create comfort even in the mountains. Find ways to relax your body, stretch, and sleep well. If you ignore rest, you will stay pumped, feel weak, and risk injury. Remember, progress doesn't happen only on the training, it's happened on recovery also. And now let's talk about nutrition. When it comes to nutrition, professional climbers avoid sugar and bad carbs. Why? Because more sugar you eat, your body stores. The more fat you gain, and the quicker you get pumped. And getting pumped is your #1 enemy in long, hard routes. So if you want to progress faster in climbing, make sure to follow a strict, well-organized nutrition plan. What you eat affects your energy, recovery, and performance on the wall. Fuel your body like a climber, not just like an athlete. Let's back to the outdoor climbing. Let's talk more about the outdoor projects. If you notice, in every outdoor project, there is a specific hard part in every route, no matter the grade. The hardest part in the route, it's called the crux. When beginners try to finish an outdoor route, they often get stuck at the crux, and that's where many give up. One big reason is fear. Most beginners are afraid to take long falls, so they hesitate to commit or push harder throughout the crux, and they change the routes immediately. But the process comes when you face the fear and trust the process and the belayer. Because if you change the routes, for example, if you are climbing 6A and then you go to 5C, you will never try to finish a 6A. So you better try to finish a 6A. When you go to a crack to climb, try to finish a project. For example, your trip is 2 days climbing, try to maintain one project. For example, try to warm up with a 5C, then go to your project 6A. Never give up on your project. Try to finish it no matter what. But also you have to make sure that you have a very good belayer. This will make you comfortable to take a fall. But the reality is, pro climbers don't give up. They keep working on the same route for a long time, sometimes even years. Falling over and over again, they keep digging, searching for right beta, focusing especially on the foot placement, hand grips, and body positioning, until they finally unlock the crux and send the project. If you give up on every project the moment it gets hard, it will be very difficult to progress, especially outdoors. A smart way to improve is to first climb your project on top rope, so you can safely understand the movement, find the holds, and build confidence. Then go back and try it again on lead. But don't always rely on top rope. If you never challenge yourself on lead, you will never get yourself out of the comfort zone. You will always be afraid to fall, and that fear will always hold you back from climbing. So you better try to learn falls indoor and then try to do it outdoor with a trusted belayer. Then you will unlock the crux. One of the best examples of this method is Seb Bowen. He's often spent long hours, even days, on the same route, working through the crux, trying hard beta and perfecting every movement until he finds the most efficient way to send it. No matter the weather, he keeps pushing. For me, he's the best outdoor climber to watch. His focus and ethic are on another level. One of the most important things pros do and beginners usually don't is climbing with straight arms. If you watch climbers like Adam Ondra, Chris Sharma, or Stefano Ghisolfi, you'll notice they almost always climb with relaxed straight arms and bent legs. They only bend their arms when they need to move or make a dynamic move upward. Beginner climbers, on the other hand, often climb with locked elbows like this, keeping their arms flexed the entire time. That quickly pumps out the forearms. They waste energy, making it way harder to finish routes, especially outdoors. Learning to climb with straight arms, use your legs and rest whenever possible will help you to send projects more efficiently and with less fatigue. So when you're working on your project, always look for a spot where you can rest and breathe, even if just a few seconds. And don't forget hydration. Hydration really matters. Make sure to drink enough water before your climb. The hydration makes your muscles fatigue and increases the chance of getting pumped mid-route, and then you are not going to finish the route, sadly. Well, this is everything for today. I hope you get good informations. Together we will learn and progress more. And for beginners, keep working harder. You will be better as soon as possible. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos.